When you first get to your campground, you have to level the coach in order to put the slide out. The way you do that is you turn on the motor, if it's not already on, and you engage the emergency brake. All right, so you have to have two things in order to operate the leveling system. The motor has to be on and the emergency brake has to be engaged. After you're done with that, you come over here to the leveling control panel and you turn it on. You'll notice that it says ready, jacks up. You want to hit the auto level button, hold that for about a second and then let go. And then it'll say auto level, grounding, LF or RF, depending on which one it wants to put down first. This one is the left front. That's what that means. And it'll put the jacks down individually. Now you'll notice that the amber light is blinking over here. What that means is the coach is leaning to the left right now. So in order to level the coach, it'll actually bring that left side up in order to level the coach completely out. Now, it is flashing, remain still. Now this is really, really critical that you want to keep everybody as still as possible when you do this, because the sensors in the coach are fairly sensitive. So if people were walking around in here or opening the door, going in and out, you're going to throw the leveling system off. So what'll happen is it'll try to level it and then it'll say unable to finish leveling. So we'll just let it finish its leveling here, so because it should be pretty close to being done. It's extending the left front, as you see. And now you notice that the green light in the middle is flashing green, which is what we want. When it's done, it'll say auto level success, and then it will revert back to the main screen where it says level jacks down. All right, now in order to, when you're done camping, in order to bring the jacks up, come over here to the retract button and just hit that for about a second and then let go. It'll bring all the jacks up all at once. Okay, and then when we're done with that, we can go. Now, there is a fail-safe system in the coach. There's a fail-safe system in the coach where if you disengage the emergency brake, it's automatically going to retract the leveling system. So what'll happen is if I disengaged the emergency brake, which the jacks are up right now, so we can't show you that, but if the jacks were down, it's going to start beeping at you the instant that you release the emergency brake, because the last thing that you want to happen is to have the jacks down and you go to drive and come off those jacks and slam down onto the chassis. It's 20,000 pounds. Nothing good is going to happen. So we hit the retract button, pull those jacks all the way up, and then we release the emergency brake, okay, which is over here on the left-hand side of the steering column. Don't be shy about releasing that brake, because emergency brakes in RVs are used a lot more than they are in a regular car. So you need to pull that hard. Don't keep your foot on it when you're doing it. Nothing like that. Just release it really fast so that way it snaps up and completely releases the emergency brake. So you have to have two things in order to operate the leveling system. The motor coach has to be on and the emergency brake has to be engaged, and then you can operate the leveling system. If for some reason you forget to turn the motor off after you've leveled the coach and you go to put the slide out, your slide outs are not going to work. As long as the keys are in the ignition, the slide out's not going to work, the awning is not going to work, and the drop down bed is not going to work. And that's how you use the leveling system.